I'll tell you, I've told this many times. 2 weeks ago, I was getting fired up for the season and to be the Green Bay Gamblers coach. And I think it's with anything, timing's everything. And I wasn't looking for it, but I think behind the scenes, somebody thrown my name in the hat, and we were contacted. And it's funny, Steve Yzerman contacted Brendan for permission, Brendan Brust, to talk to me, and he went through all the right channels. And once the snowball started going down the hill, we couldn't stop it. So, but yeah, in less than 2 weeks, it went from start to finish.
Now, you've been in junior hockey, but have always said that you had aspirations of getting to the next level. Did you think that it could happen this fast?
I think that's the key question, or the word is fast. I thought it was eventually going to happen, especially with all the winning we've done in the past, and then to come in here and have the success we had at Green Bay. But fast is the word. I mean, it was just 2 years, and we're getting this opportunity. So thought it was going to happen, but I didn't think it was going to happen in August 2010.
How tough of a decision was it for you?
Oh, people will never understand. Agonizing. I can't explain to you, because it runs so much farther deep than just myself. People look at you and say, "Oh, great job, congratulations," but they don't realize that there's other pieces to the puzzle, i.e. Wonderful wife and 3 beautiful kids that you have to be a part of and cart around, and they're a part of it. That's part of the whole process. So, but when Jessie, we kind of had to sit down, and she said you couldn't pass this one up, I knew it was a go. So, but it was tough. I just think back about how much the Green Bay fans have meant to myself, my family, and how they've treated us, and the organization, PMI, is the greatest company I've ever worked for. So it's really, really tough.
What's the time frame for you now?
Well, now it's the balancing of 2 teams. The one great thing is we've got the Gamblers set up already for this year. We've got our team. Everything's all set. So now it's the process of finding a coach, and Brendan and Ken Wachter are really working hard at that. And then there's the transition for myself to move the family down to Virginia, and I got to get to know a whole new set of players. And so I'm doing a lot of research with that, and just preparing for the next step.
Do you have a start date in mind?
Well, it runs a little differently, because you're at the mercy of the NHL team, the Tampa Bay Lightning. So they've got a little mini camp that starts September 10th in Traverse City that I'll have to be at, and once that kicks off, it's full steam ahead. So probably got a couple more weeks here of preparation, and hopefully can sneak in a couple games of golf here and there. But yeah, it's season's right around the corner.
Now, from what Brendan told me, you are kind of involved in maybe finding the next coach. Would Jon be interested, and do you think he would be a good fit?
Well, I think he's hard not to look at. He's been with me for 3 years, and we've won a few trophies along the way. He knows how I am. He knows the players, and he knows if he's going to, probably the closest guy to follow in my footsteps, and if that's what he wants to do. But I think on the other side of things, I don't think the Gamblers wouldn't have had me if they just went right away with the logical step and didn't look around. Because I remember when I was hired here, I was the wild card that nobody really knew, and to PMI's credit, they did their homework and looked for everybody, interviewed everybody, and then made their decision. So, of course, Coach Roger is going to be in the mix, but I don't think he's going to be alone. And again, PMI is going to do their homework on who to find.
From what you've done here, how different is it from 2 years ago, from when they were looking at you to now?
Well, I think you'd have to ask the fans of Green Bay and the players that have come through here. I think I've always said this: every coach, every program has been part of the process to take it to where it is now, and I think I just put my stamp on it. We as a staff did our best. We had our philosophy on how we wanted to play. We wanted to make the fans of Green Bay proud of their team, regardless of if they looked up at the scoreboard. I think we accomplished that, and we wanted to bring Green Bay. We wanted to make it, the star of the hockey map, and I think we've done that.
How does your philosophy change or stay the same as you approach a new job, a new league?
Well, again, I think you asked me that question 2 years ago when we came to this league, and I'll give the same answer. I don't know if it does change. I mean, we've had success at every level we've gone to, and I think I was probably a little more nervous about 2 years ago when I took this job. But we had success with our philosophy and how we play, and until we don't, I'm just going to keep rolling with it.
Will we see Jon Cooper in the NHL someday?
I don't think, if you asked me if you were going to see me in the USHL one day, I don't know if I would have said yes, and let alone the American Hockey League. As I told everybody, I'm not looking at this, at the American Hockey League, as a step. I'm looking at this as the journey of, I want to go into Norfolk and put a stamp on that league and that team, just as we did here in the USHL. Our goal, they haven't made the playoffs in the 3 years they've been at Tampa's affiliate, and my goal is to turn that around and put that team in the playoffs. So I'm only looking as far as the Admirals. That's the team I'm with now, and if I don't have the Green Bay Gamblers with me, I don't get to that spot. And so I'll be waving that flag with me everywhere I go, and hopefully we can spin it around up in the American League.
Very good. Thank you. Congratulations.